It's a little bit odd, but ever since I found this wand in the games room, I think I've been possessed by the wee little spirit of Harry Potter. But will this wand be casting its winning spell over the resident family? Since their victory last week, the Fullers' lives have been full of magic moments.
This week has been fantastic. We were whisked off to Paris on a whirlwind tour. We came back to the manor and we've got a spa. We've got 3 cars to choose from. We do really feel like we're millionaires.
But will their wizard adventure continue? And can they break the spell and be the first family to stay beyond a week? And why exactly am I wielding this wand? All will be revealed. Now, Harvey, get me a cup of tea. Oh, Dominic! It actually works. Harvey?
Now look what you've done! Welcome to Millionaire Manor. 4 families battling it out to win 7 days in the lap of luxury. Plus tonight's Thunderball, Lotto, and Lotto Extra Draws. Live with your host, Mark Durden-Smith.
Welcome to Millionaire Manor, where in the next hour, one family will move into this grand old house and revel in the amazingly luxurious lifestyle that goes with it. Now, it's in the Manor rulebook that we must have a whoop from our balcony beauties before we can proceed, so let it rip up there. That's a whoop. Now, yes, they're all excited tonight, as you will be if you win the lottery. All the draws are coming up later. Right, last week, after a tense final round, the Fullers from Brighton won the key to the manor. But can they crack the ongoing curse of the resident family and be the first to retain it? People the world over are asking that question, but there are only 2 people who can possibly answer it, so let's welcome back fiancés Dawn and Paul. Hi, Dawny. Hello, Paul. Well, the Fullers have said there's no way they're letting anybody else get their hands on the key, but let's meet 3 families who beg to differ. First up, it's the Lewis family from Berkshire. A banning for them are Crompton Arms, Penny and Andy. Good stuff, boys. Nice waving. Also eager to send the Fullers packing are the Johnson family from Sheffield, a fighting their corner. Mum and daughter team, Ivy and Lisa. Hey, Ivy. And finally, we've got the Aldridge family from West Sussex and flying their flag up. Mother and daughter-in-law team, Joe and Fiona. I tell you what, it's very boisterous in here this evening, you lot. Anyway, Lisa, what would you think you most enjoy about the manor the Johnsons win tonight?
Just having someone look after me and cook for me and spend time with my family. So it'd be lovely. Every part of it, it'd just be an experience.
It's a great experience. I'm sure the Fullers will tell you that. But good luck to the Johnson family. Hope it goes well for you tonight. Now, Kenny, you are the oldest, apparently, of 7 Lewis children. Is that right?
True, yes.
Does that mean that Big Brother always has the final say?
Always the final say. Oldest and wisest.
I actually have the final say.
No, I have the final say.
No, I actually have the final say.
OK, you two. OK.
We could be... Come on.
Oh, lovely moment. Lovely moment. Oh. Your heart melts when you see things like that. Well, good luck to the boys from Berkshire, the Lewis family. Now, Fiona, you've been a nurse for 24 years. Why do you want to swap your life for life at the manor?
Well, it looks absolutely fantastic here. There's a gym and there's a spa pool, and it'll just be so nice being looked after by other people.
It's lovely. And, Joe, you a teacher for 40 years. Extraordinary service to the educational world, but what is it about the manor that gets Mrs. Aldridge all excited?
Well, now I've got time on my hands, I hope to go in the kitchen and pick Russell's brains for a few culinary tips, because I owe a lot of dinner parties.
Well, Russell's brains are full of culinary tips, so pick away. Good luck, though, to the Aldridge family. Now, Dawn, amazingly, in the 2.5 months since the manor opened its doors, no family has managed to stay beyond a week. Are you just tempted to throw in the towel and accept your fate?
No, you've got to be kidding me. I've had such a fab time that they're going to have to drag me out of here.
Kicking and screaming.
Kicking and screaming.
We've decided that even if we lose, we're just going to chain ourselves to the balcony. It's been fantastic.
Well, let's see what the Fullers have been up to this week. It's Valentine's week at Millionaire Manor, and our new Lord and Lady begin by enjoying a romantic moment in the spa. But it doesn't last long.
Hi, guys. What did we shortly?
rest of the family can't resist a dip.
Money makes our world go round, the world go round, the world. Money makes the world go round, la 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 la. Money, 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 get it.
Cheers. Here's to our week in the manor.
Cheers, everyone.
But the party has only just begun. Our millionaires are in for a real treat. As it's Valentine's, all the family are whisked to the city that loves lovers.
It's the most romantic place in the world, so where else better to come than Paris?
If you're going to do Paris in millionaire style, it's got to be 5-star all the way. And if Hotel Le Maurice is good enough for Liz Taylor and Richard Burton, it should get the thumbs up from the Fullers.
Oh my God, this is amazing, isn't it?
This is gorgeous.
It's just so classy, it's just so nice. What are we doing here?
And the icing on the cake, the luxury suite.
Wow, this is bigger than some people's flats.
More roses.
Oh, this will do me.
After unpacking, it's off to the jewel in Paris's crown, the Eiffel Tower.
It's really good, isn't it? It's mental to be here in Paris, and the Eiffel Tower is just wicked. Can't wait to get up there.
Well, on your bicyclette, Madame Fuller.
Obviously, it's a bit cloudy, but you can still see for miles. Fantastic.
Don't really want to go back down now.
There's no time to hang around. It's off down the Seine for a sightseeing trip in style. But first, like true celebrities, a pose for the paparazzi. And they're off.
I didn't think it would be that big. I thought it would be smaller and really, really tall. But the architecture is fantastic.
Well, there's a lot more where that came from. And the magnificent Notre Dame really impresses our bride-to-be.
Not a bad place to get married. What do you think?
Can you arrange it?
We'll see what we can do, monsieur. The sightseeing doesn't stop there. Back at the hotel, our millionaires take in the fabulous views. Enjoy a quick glass of bubbly, and then we're off to paint the town red. They've got a VIP table at the one and only Moulin Rouge. A spectacular night of pure indulgence with dinner, drinks, and of course, the world-famous show.
Oh my God, it was fantastic.
Seriously, I'm absolutely speechless. That is the best show I've ever seen.
The week has just been brilliant and I wouldn't change anything. Paris, seeing all the sights, just being in the manor, having people look after me, it certainly makes me feel like I'm living the millionaire lifestyle.
Seeing all the sights in one whirlwind day was just outrageous.
Paul, what was it about the Moulin Rouge that you were so impressed by?
Well, the acting was fantastic, and the costumes, and and the fact that the girls didn't have many clothes on.
Really shocking news, shocking news. Now, Dawn, I mean, you had an amazing week. Just give us an idea of what it would mean to you to stay a second week.
Oh, it means so much to stay a second week. Just like to see what you've got in store for us, really. It'd be brilliant. Can't wait.
We'll show you that later if you get through, of course.
Yeah.
The first round, which is about to come up. These three want your manor. You ready to rumble? Mm-hmm. Let's get down to business. Let's play.
Let's go.
Round one. Round one is called Who's Richer? We'll show you two celebrity millionaires. You have to decide who is the richest of the two. If you get it right, you'll get a point. The family with the least amount of points at the end of the round will know you are out of the game and out of the manor. OK, let's play. Who's richer? Let's have a look at our first millionaire. Can you tell who it is yet? It's cartoon king Rolf Harris, and he's worth £10 million. Now, Rolf is a paint and canvas kind of man. Our next millionaire is also an artist, but not quite so conventional. It's Damien Hirst. Rolf Harris or Damien Hirst? Who's richer? So is it the bearded Aussie or the cow pickler? You've got 5 seconds to make your minds up. Who is richer? It's Mr. Hirst, who's amassed a massive £35 million. Right, Rolf's got to go and tie his kangaroo down, leaving us with Damien and his £35 million. From a Damien to a Damon, it's ex-Formula 1 world champion Damon Hill. Damien Hirst or Damon Hill, who is richer? So is it the Brit art bad boy or the former King of Speed? You've all gone for Damon Hill. Are you right? You're not, I'm afraid. It's Hurst again, as Hill stuck at the back of the grid with £25 million. Right, Damon's off to pickle a goat, leaving us with Damon Hill and his £25 million. Damon spent his F1 career surrounded by mechanics. Our next millionaire trained as a welder before becoming a funny man. It's Billy Connolly. Damon Hill or Billy Connolly, who is richer? So does the big yin overshadow Damon in the money stakes? The Fullers, you've gone for Damon. The rest of you have gone for Billy. Who is right? It's the Fullers. It is actually Damon with £25 million. OK, right, Damon's over the hill, leaving us with Billy Connolly and his £12 million. Billy made it big in the USA, as did our next millionaire, Fraser actress Jane Leeves. Billy Connolly or Jane Leeves, who's richer? So is it the scruffy Glaswegian or Fraser's cleaner Daphne? Who is richer? Johnsons, we need your answer. You've gone for Billy. You've gone out on a limb. Were you right to do so? Who's richer? I'm afraid you weren't. It's Jane with £30 million. She's hoovered it up. Begone Begin, leaving us with Jane and her £30 million. From a small screen star to a star of the silver screen is Titanic actress Kate Winslet. Jane Leeves or Kate Winslet, who is richer? Which English rose's bank account has bloomed the most? Who is richer? It's Jane. Kate's only a supporting actress in this case with £10 million. Right, Jane leaves us. Get it? Never mind. So Kate Winslet's had £10 million. Kate's romances have made the papers, but not as much as our next millionaires have. It's crazy chick, Charlotte Church. Kate Winslet or Charlotte Church, who is richer? This is your last pair of millionaires, and what a fine pair they are too. It could be a crucial decision. That is your time up. The Johnsons, you've gone for Charlotte Church. Are you right to do so? I'm afraid you're not. It's Kate, as Charlotte's tally so far is only £6 million. It was fast, it was furious, but that is the end of round one. So let's see how you all scored in that first round. The first family through to round two with a score of 5 points is the resident family, the Fullers. Well done to you. No chinks in your armour just yet. Joining the Fullers in round two with a score of 4 points is the Aldridge family. Well done, Joe and Fiona. Which means the Johnson family and the Lewis family, one of you will be going home tonight. The final family through to round two with a score of 2 points is the Lewis family. Yes, Ivy and Lisa, strangely enough, your score of 0 points wasn't quite good enough. Well, it's an accolade. No one's managed to pull off that feat so far in the series. It's something to hold on to, but you've been great sports. Enjoy the trip back to Sheffield, but thanks for being here. You are out of the manor, I'm afraid. Bye, Lisa. Bye, Ivy.
Bye.
Oh, it's a tragedy. 0 points, eh? But someone has to take an early bath, and tonight it's the Johnsons from Sheffield, which leaves us with the Aldridge family, the Lewis family, and the Fuller family. Still in the fight for that key. Round two is just around the corner, but first, there's a Thunderball button that needs pressing down on the vault, so I better get my skates on.
Can't fault him. Saturday the 18th of February, 6 minutes to 8. It is time for this weekend's Thunderball Draw, live on BBC One from the Manor Vault with draw presenter Sophia Rafat and the host of Millionaire Manor, Mark Durden-Smith. Mark.
Thank you, dulcet-toned one, and we ought to press on as time is tight. So, Sophia, what news have you got from the world of a Thunderball?
Plenty of news always for you. Now, first of all, do you need a little tip on which Thunderball number is the star of the draw? Then top of the tree is actually number 18, which has appeared 94 times as the main ball. So, if you've got that number on your ticket, let's see if it does the business for you tonight. Let's do it. Good luck.
OK, John Master Paul, please crank up that whizzy machine of yours.
Whizzy? Here we go then. 34 balls in this machine. We're about to pick 5. Remember, there are 8 levels of prize money, ranging from £5 to £250,000. Match with just one of these balls and then the Thunderball, and you'll win a £5. That's how easy it is. Good luck. Mark.
Right, tickets to the ready, everyone. Here come the balls. Very good luck to you.
Here we go then. Eyes down, look in. First one's about to appear. And there it is. That's number 6. And the next one this Saturday night just happens to be that one there, 33. And here's the next one. Selector chooses for us. That one there, number 5. Still no 18. Wonder if it's going to come out tonight. There's the next one, 40. And the last one before we move across. There it is, number 4. OK, Draw Master Paul van der Bosch, start up the second machine, please. Release the 14 red Thunderballs. Now, you don't always have to match with the Thunderball, but depending on how many you've matched with so far, it could boost your winnings this Saturday night. Also with us in the vault, tonight's independent adjudicator, Sian Fleetmel. Sophia.
Thank you, Alan. Now, first of all, if you've matched with any numbers so far, get that champagne on ice, as this Thunderball, remember, coming, could see the cash flow to the tune of £250,000. The best of luck to you.
Right, here comes the mighty red one. Good luck.
And good luck from me, too. It's got to be one of these. Which is it? Number 4! Marvellous. Now, as Mark makes his way back into the lift, here are tonight's Thunderball numbers again, this time in ascending order. Starting with number 4, number 5, number 6, number 14, and then number 33. The Thunderball this weekend, it can happen, it is number 4. Coming soon, tonight's Lotto and Lotto Extra Draws. First, let's rejoin Mark in the main hall here at Millionaire Manor.
Right, that was one marvellous Thunderball draw, I'm sure you'll agree. And I reckon the only way to top that is to show you what tonight's winning family can look forward to. Our winners will move into the luxurious manor where they'll be waited on hand and foot. And every millionaire has to travel in style, so it's back to the heyday of steam for a VIP trip on the legendary Orient Express, heading to the historic city of Bath. After a horse-drawn carriage tour around the world-famous sites, it's back to London for a musical night out, a hit show, Mamma Mia. A super trooper way to end the week, Millionaire Manor style. Winner takes it all, the losers standing small. It's tough, but who will be donning their silver platforms to boogie on down to ABBA's greatest hits? The Fullers, the Lewis family, or the Ordages? One of our families is about to be shot down in flames by the ogre we call Family Values. Now, in this round, we'll find out whether our families know their stuff when it comes to spotting valuable items. Now, they've all chosen a room. Here they are on our manor floor plan. The Lewis family chose the games room. The Ordage family chose the sitting room. And the Fullers chose the grounds of the manor. Their challenge is to work out which of the 3 items they'll find there has the highest value. If they do, they'll score maximum points. Right. You all know where you're going. You're after the most expensive item you'll find there. Ready, steady, go. So first up, it's the Ordage family, and they're on their way to the sitting room. They should be there by now. Hello, Fiona and Joe. Now, inside the sitting room, you're going to find 3 pairs of figurines, one of which is worth a figurative £2,500. Harvey, please open the door. Your time starts now. OK, Fiona, straight to the pair A, please. Now, these are Meissen figures from the 19th century, Fiona. Now you're there. Are you impressed?
Yes, they look very nice. Yeah, very decorative.
Very delicate.
They look very comfortable there, don't they? Let's move on to B. Now, this is an officer and a lady, and it's made by Samson, also from the 19th century. What do you reckon, Joe?
I prefer A to B. I think these look a bit cheaper, a little bit more mass-produced.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Let's move on to C. A couple of beauties made by Derby. And again, 19th century. What do you reckon to these 2?
It's so hard to tell because they all look so nice and they are all so detailed.
You've got 10 seconds. I'm afraid you're going to have to make a decision. The Ordages?
What do you want? A. Yeah, we'll go for A.
You're going with the mother-in-law?
Yes, we like A.
Right, that is your time up. Fiona's decided to go with mother-in-law Joe. Joe, why have you gone for A?
Well, I think they're more delicate. I think the features are well-defined. I love the shoes.
Marvellous. You sound like you know your stuff. We'll find out whether you do or not when you return to the main hall. Make your way back, please. So the Ordage family think that A is the most expensive of those 3 fabulous sets of figurines, but we'll soon find out whether they bagged all 3 points or not. Now, next up, it's Kenny and Andy of the Lewis family. There they are now. Now, Kenny and Andy, inside the games room, you're going to find 3 original film props, one of which is worth a cinemascopic £80,000. Harvey, please open the door. Your time starts now. OK, Andy, head straight to A. Now, A is a wand from Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, the boy wizard's first outing. Has it got you under its spell, Kenny?
I don't think it has.
Why not?
It looks pretty cheap to me.
OK. Say it how it is, Kenny. Let's move on to the whip. OK, now the whip is used in the first Indiana Jones film, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Do you think you found the treasure, Andy?
What do you think? It looks a bit whipping. Yeah.
Did you say it looks a bit whipping?
Whipping, yeah. Whipping
well, it is
good.
a whip. It's amazing.
Let's see how it goes.
OK, you two keep talking, move on to C. Now, this is a lightsaber from the third Star Wars film, Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Does that cut the mustard for you, Andy?
It does.
That looks
I like
good.
that. That does look good. Yeah, I think that's the most expensive, I think.
We're no hesitation here.
None at all.
Straight in there.
Yep.
So tell us why you've gone for C.
I think there's a lot of Star Wars fans out
Yeah,
there, and that looks like
definitely.
an expensive item. And it's got a little green light on the top as well.
Oh, well, exciting green light stuff. Make your way back to the hall. Not far to come. We'll see whether you're right or not, of course.
Lovely.
So the Lewis family think that C is the most expensive original film prop, and we'll find out shortly whether they've won the Oscar for scoring maximum points. Right, finally, we need to catch up with the Fuller family, the residents, and they're by the back door, OK? Dawn and Paul, yes, you might as well brace yourself, because outside you're going to find 3 statues, one of which is worth a statuesque £20,000. Harvey, please open that door. Your time starts now. OK, hurry along, you two. Keep the body temperature high. Now, this is she's Persephone, which represented the season of spring. She was made in the 19th century. Apologies, she's not wearing a brassiere. But do you like the cut of her jib, Paul?
It's really smooth.
It looks really smooth and not that stony.
It's really sparkling, though. Everything all over sparkling.
OK, we better move on to B, you two. Now, B, this is Artemis. She's the Greek goddess of the hunt, made in the 20th century this time. Apparently, if you gazed at her beauty, you were turned into a deer, so watch out. Is she the one you're hunting for, Dawn?
Oh, I don't really know. This one sparkles as well.
That looks plasticky
We want
to
to
me.
see now this little chap, OK? He's called Little Boy Playing with a Goose, and he's from the 19th century again. How does he stack up with the 2 ladies? You've only got 10 seconds, Paul.
I think that one looks a bit rude.
A bit rude. Cover his modesty then, Paul. Right.
I really like this one.
That's your time up. Which one are you going for, you two? We need the fuller answer.
This one? Yeah, I think this one.
Yeah.
OK, you're going for C. Why have you gone for C, Paul?
I think it looks the oldest. It's got a little bit of damage down here, which indicates it's been around a long time, and they look a bit plasticky.
OK, Dawn and Paul, make your way back to the main hall, and we'll see whether your choice of that little boy playing with his goose is, in fact, the right choice. Right. Let's see how you all got on, starting with the Aldridge family. People want to call you Porridge family, but you've probably had that before, haven't you?
We have many times.
I won't then. Now, you went to the sitting room where you were confronted by those figurines. Now, you went for figurine A. You're hoping it's the most valuable, worth £2,500. Let's deal with the ones you turned down first. You seem to know what you're talking about there, Joe. Derby figures from 1830 were C. 2 girls dancing. Derby, along with Chelsea and Worcester, were the most famous factories in England at the time. Now, these are 2 from a set of 4. Obviously, had they been a complete set, they'd been much more valuable. Even so, they're still worth £1,200. They were the mid-price item. Deep breath. We've got the 1-pointer or the 3-pointer still out there. Now, you also weren't impressed by B. This is from the 19th century, The Officer and the Lady, do you remember? Made by Sampson Hancock. Now, they were a leading Victorian manufacturer, but Sampson was known rather cheekily to emulate Chelsea wear, much earlier Chelsea wear, even to go so far as to use the Chelsea maker's mark. That's the little stamp on the bottom. Cheeky, isn't it? So you could argue they're forgeries, which means they're worth £700. In this company, they were the cheapest item, so well done to you two. You're absolutely spot on. You sounded very knowledgeable. Very impressive
Well
there.
done, Joe.
Well done, Joe. The mother-in-law gets a pat on the back
She
from the
does.
daughter-in-law.
Definitely.
They're figures of a cook and a wife. You admire their details. The shells on these figures are designed to hold nuts and sweets. They're made by Meissen. Meissen is a small town in eastern Germany that was one of the first factories in Europe to produce real porcelain. And these are very nice examples. They're worth £2,500. They were the most expensive item. To you, a massive 3 points. Well done, John. Oh. OK, the Lewis family, Kenny and Andy. You went and saw those original film props. You went for film prop C, the sabre. You're hoping it's worth £80,000. Let's deal with the ones you turned down first. Now, A, I told you it was a wand used in the first Harry Potter film, The Philosopher's Stone. It's hand-turned from wood. Potter memorabilia is very collectible. Now, this wand actually wasn't kept up Harry's wizard's sleeve. It was used by his hapless classmate Seamus Finnegan. So it's not worth as much as it could be worth if it was Harry's, but it's still worth a quite magical £5,000. That was the cheapest item. So you know the auditors have their 3 points. What have you got? You've got the 2-pointer and the 3-pointer still out there. Now, B, the whip, was actually used by Harrison Ford in the movie Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's an Australian stockman's whip, handmade from kangaroo leather, the finest leather for whip making, I've been told. This was only filmed coiled in, attached to Indy's belt, as they used special stunt whips to do the actual lashing scenes. Now, it's one of only a few made for what was obviously a classic film, which is why it's worth a cracking £35,000. That was the mid-priced item. Well done to you two. You went for the lightsaber. You were pretty categorical about it. It's from Return of the Jedi, used by Luke Skywalker, played by actor Mark Hamill. This one was worn for close-ups on the waist of Luke Skywalker, hence its title of Hero Close-Up Model. Sounds good to me. It's one of only 4 made for the movie at the famous Elstree Studios prop department. You're both grinning from ear to ear. You're right to do so. It's worth an intergalactic £80,000. It was the most expensive item. And another 3 points.
Thank you.
Once again, the nerves are jangling for the resident family. You know you need 3 points to guarantee your survival. You went for C, little boy playing with his goose. You're hoping it's the most valuable, worth £20,000. You turned down A. Now, it's a sculpture of a woman collecting flowers with a rather fetching garland on her head. Nodding sagely there, Paul. Yeah. It dates from 1850 by an unknown sculptor. Now, she's from a set of 4 seasons, she being Persephone, who in classical times represented spring. Now, obviously, she'd be much more valuable if she was with summer, autumn and winter. But on her own, she's still worth a budding £4,000, making her the mid-priced item. We're dragging out the tension here. The 1-pointer, you're on the way. The 3-pointer is still in with a shout, retaining the key to the manor, becoming the first family to do so. Now, B, you turned down B. You said it looked quite plasticky, didn't you? Well, I told you it was the goddess of hunting, Artemis, made in 1920. It's sculpted by French master sculptor Arthur Boucher in white marble. Now, example of his work are in the Musée d'Orsay in Paris. It's worth a beautifully sculpted £20,000. That was the most expensive of the 3 statues outside. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. You went for the little boy playing with the goose because you thought he looked older, which he did. The sculpture is unknown, but it was crafted in France around 1900. It's made from carved stone, but stone is still much cheaper than marble, which means it's worth £2,000 and was the cheapest item to the resident family. Not the 3 points you wanted, but the 1 point, I'm afraid. Oh, dear. So, the audience family, you're 3 points. You're through to the final round with a chance to play for the key to the manor, as are you. The Lewis family, the boys from Berkshire are still in the hunt. But the Fuller family, the resident family, yet again. What is wrong with the resident family? That podium, get rid of it, burn it. It's jinx, isn't it, Dawn? Have you had the greatest time?
We have had a really good time. It's good that they can get to experience it as well.
You've been great residents, but you're out of the manor. Bye, Dawn. Cheers, Paul. It's survival of the fittest, but who looks the strongest to you? Is it the Ordridges or the Lewis family? All will be revealed after I hurtle down to the vault faster than the speed of an overweight hippo. Yes, it's time for the Lotto.
9.5 minutes past 8, Saturday the 18th of February, live now on BBC One, this weekend's Lotto Draw. So first, let's release those Millionaire Manor balls. And it's centre balls number 7 inside draw machine Topaz, the random choice earlier this afternoon of Sue Davies, who's from South Croydon. Mark.
And I wish I had the inside scoop on the Lotto, but they don't trust me with that kind of high-level information, so I better hand over to teacher's pet, Sophia.
Ooh, that's me. All right, well, first of all, the big news actually tonight is that we are searching for a mystery ticket holder in North Lanarkshire who's yet to claim a prize worth over £5 million, I know. Now, it was bought back in September, and you actually only have until March the 9th to claim it, so please get searching. All right, on to tonight, and there is, of course, more money to be won right now, as tonight's estimated prize fund is £16 million, which means tonight's jackpot is an estimated £5 million. As ever, good luck.
Yes, good luck to you all. Here we go.
So live now from the Millionaire Manor, tonight's Lotto Draw. The first number out is right there, number 35. Last drawn all of 9 Saturdays back, that one. 133rd time as the main ball. Here's the next one. Out she comes. And that's number 36. You joined us here at the Manor 5 Wednesdays back as the bonus main ball for the 122nd time now. Here's the next one. And that is number 23. On a couple of Saturdays running, a while back, 171st Lotto appearance. And here is the fourth one. And that's number 40, drawn last Saturday night as well. Obviously likes the weekends. 138th time as a Lotto main ball. Here's the next one. And that's number 32. Last drawn all of 15 weekends back. Long wait. And the Wednesday before that. 137th time as a main ball. There's the sixth one. It rolls forward there, and it is number 9. So all we need now is tonight's bonus. Which is it to be? And it's right there, number 5. So let's take a look, shall we, at this weekend's winning Lotto numbers in ascending order. Starting with number 9, number 23, 32, 35, 36, and number 40. The bonus tonight is number 5. Mark.
Right, when too much happiness is never enough, I think the only answer is to bring on Lotto Extra. OK, Paul, please fire on all cylinders.
It's Amethyst and set of extra balls number 6, again chosen by Miss Davis, that we're using tonight. What have we heard from Lotto HQ? Sophia?
Thank you, Alan. Well, first of all, with no winners of the £1 million prize on Wednesday, that means tonight we're looking at an estimated jackpot of £1.2 million. Now, remember, on this game, there are no smaller prizes, so it's vital that you match with all the balls to win all of that cash. Good luck to you all.
OK, Lotto Extra fans, I hope these are the ones you're looking for. Very good luck to you.
Here we go then. Eyes down, look in. The first one's about to appear. There it is, 33. So, as Sophia said, just the one big jackpot in this game. Here's the second number. And that's number 47. To win a share of tonight's Lotto Extra jackpot, you must match with all 6 numbers drawn. Here's the third number. And that's number 5. No one wins tonight. A bigger jackpot Wednesday night. Join us live if you would. 10:35 BBC One. Here's the fourth number. Number 38. Tonight's lottery update, by the way, here on BBC One, 11:20, immediately after the BBC News. Here's the fifth number tonight. And that is number 10. So here we go. Well done if you got the first 5. Have you got this last one as well? You really do need to have it. And it is right there. It's number 45. So Mark, back in the lift now, if you would, as we remind you of tonight's Lotto Extra numbers in ascending order. Number 5, number 10, number 33, number 38, number 45, and to go with that, number 47. But now it's time for the all-important final round. Who'll win the key to Millionaire Manor and another week of luxury? The Ordages or the Lewises? Let's rejoin Mark in the main hall. Thanks, Harvey.
OK, this is the final round key to the Manor. Fiona and Joe from the Ordage family. Andy and Kenny from the Lewis family. This is where you need your wits about you. Win this final round and you and your family will move into the Manor tonight. Lose, straight out of here, we might just throw in a complimentary digestive biscuit. So, fingers please, on the buzzer to gain control of this, the all-important key to the Manor. Here is your question. At the Brit Awards this week, which pop queen won the award for Best International... That is the Ordage family?
Madonna.
Best International Female Artist. You said Madonna. The right answer was Madonna. Well done. Oh, sharp buzzing. So, Ordage family, you now have a chance to play for the key to the Manor. Joe and Fiona, you now have control of the key. You're 5 questions away from winning the Manor. Answer each question correctly. It's crucial because if you don't control of the key, we'll pass over to the Lewis family and you'll have your chance. So stand by. Are we all clear? OK, let's have a look at question 1 of 5. Here it is. Who is 4th in line to the British throne? Prince Harry, Prince Andrew, or Prince Edward?
So it's Prince Charles, Prince William, Prince Harry, and then Prince Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy with that?
Yes.
Prince Andrew.
Prince Andrew.
You're going for Prince Andrew? Yes. Is that the right answer? Yes, it is. Well done. Well worked out. Question 1 of 5. Done and dusted. OK, 4 to go. And the Manor is the Ordages. OK, let's have a look at question 2 of 5. Which country produces the largest annual amount of crude oil? Is it the USA, Russia, or Saudi Arabia?
My gut instinct is Saudi.
Yes, I think so. No, I don't think it would be USA at all.
Should we go for
I think we'll have to try Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that's our
Yes.
final answer.
You turned down USA and Russia. Is that the right thing to have done? Yes, it is. Well done. Saudi Arabia was the right answer. Joe breathing a huge sigh of relief there. Of course, you get a question wrong. The Lewis is standing by. Let's have a look at question 3 of 5. In which year was the £1 coin introduced to Britain? 1979, 1981 or 1983?
It's been going for quite a long time. I don't know, I'm always inclined to say 79.
Joe, you were a teacher. What was one of your subjects? Was it, by any chance, the history of the pound coin?
No, never, unfortunately.
Oh, dear.
I'd guess 79. Well, I might be wrong. But if you want a different guess, up to you.
Let's go for 79.
All right, we'll go for 79.
79 is your answer. You sure about that? OK. The right answer is 83. Yes, oohing and ahhing all round the manor, I'm afraid. Control of the key has now passed over to Kenny and Andy of the Lewis family. You're smiling again, Andy. You've got your chance.
Indeed.
You're now 2 questions away from winning the key to the manor. Let's have a look at question 4 of 5. Control your excitement, Andy. Here we go. What does the name Las Vegas mean when translated from Spanish? The Meadows, the Lucky Ones, or the Mirage?
I'm guessing it's probably the lucky one. As it is Las Vegas.
Yeah, I think Mirage is probably
the gambling
it's
lucky
probably
one.
a red herring because of the Isn't there a hotel going there with the Mirage? What was the first one?
You gamblers, you two?
I say we are. So maybe we should go for number 2.
Yeah.
Lucky ones.
Okay, the lucky ones.
Lucky Ones?
B.
B. I hope it's lucky for you, of course. You'll keep control of the key and be 1 question away if you're right. The right answer is... the Meadows. The Lucky Ones. It wasn't lucky for you, I'm afraid. You've got a reprieve, the Audages. You are very lucky people. You know the score. You're 1 question away from winning the key to the manor. These two are kicking themselves. Can you take advantage? Let's have a look at the final question of 5 for the key to the manor. Here it is. Which French company is famous for the stars it awards to top restaurants? Is it Pernod, Michelin, or L'Oreal?
Should we go for Michelin? We're both confident with
Yeah,
that.
Michelin.
You know what's at stake? There's 100% certainty from the Aldridge family. For the manor, that is your answer?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Which French company is famous for the stars it awards to top restaurants? You said Michelin. The other options were Pernod and L'Oreal. Were you right to turn them down? Yes, you were! I thought you were the lucky one. Well done. Where are your family? Come on down, everybody. Johnny, husband, the Audages. Wow. They've snatched the manor and all that comes with it, and will, of course, be back next week at the same time to find out how long their reign will continue. A casualty is on its way. Have a cracking rest of your weekend. A good night. Well done. The Audages. Marvellous work all round. Wonderful work. Well done.